Start off with Kayla. She's coming back, tore ACL in her second game pitching. How has her rehab been, and how does she look coming back from that?
Well, Michaela's done a really good job of coming back. She's a great kid, and we knew that she had the work ethic she needed to have to be able to bounce back from a season-ending injury like she had last season. And she's been throwing a lot of bullpens since Thanksgiving, getting stronger every time out, and got to throw some live scrimmages and kind of get back going. And she looks like she's getting more comfortable every time out.
And last year, when you lost her, how big of a loss was that? I mean, she was the Southland Pitcher of the Year.
Well, pitching is the name of the game. If you got great pitching, you got a chance to win every game. We've been really lucky to have some great pitchers here in our programs and great offensive teams. But when you lose a pitcher like Michaela, it really hurts your team, and it hurts the consistency of your team. We just lost some confidence along the way, and we lost a lot of tough games. From the fifth inning on, and Michaela would have made a big difference in that.
All right, now looking ahead to this year, you guys started out hot last year. This year you have a first tournament, but then you jump into some really heavy hitters with Oklahoma and Florida. How important is it to get out the gate in that first tournament at ULM to start hot?
Well, I think it's really important for us to gain our confidence. Get everybody some innings. Get some of these freshmen in the game and get some game experience before we start going and getting into some of those tougher environments. But we've got a lot of upperclassmen. We've got a lot of returners off our 2015 conference title team, and we're really excited to see what they can do. And we wanted to test ourselves early so we can be ready and prepared for when conference season rolls around.
And like you said, you're going to get tested with Oklahoma and Florida, just to name a couple. What are your mindset? Is there any different mindset when you play those big teams on the road?
No, I mean, we're just going to try to play our game. Take it one pitch at a time and do the things that we want to do well, and not get wrapped up in the results. We just want to keep playing the game and doing the things that we want to do. That way, we don't want to get caught up in the atmosphere and be able to get distracted and get off our path. We just want to stay on our path and keep moving forward and understand that it's a process, and we're just going to take it one pitch at a time.
Now, prior to last year, you guys have won 3 straight conference titles. Is there any less pressure to get back because there's not that target on your back this year?
I don't think so. I think the expectation is, in 9 years of being here, the expectation has been really high. All the alumni, all the fans, and all our kids that we've recruited and that play here, they expect a lot of things out of themselves, and they understand that we want to be at the top. But there's a lot of great teams in our conference, and we got to go out there and earn it day in and day out.
Now you guys are pretty deep this year, especially in the outfield, and you have some experience in the infield. But offensively, you have 2 of a duo that could become the best duo in NSU history. How much do they help you?
Well, they set the tone. I mean, it's always good to have those anchors in there in the middle of that lineup. And, being able to have Jones and Kincaid here for 4 years and then seeing all the success they've had, it's just going to, give our whole lineup confidence, and it gives us diversity through our lineup. And, having some younger kids in our lineup this year that are very talented, I think it's going to help them being around experienced players like those guys are. And, we're lucky to get those kids, and, hopefully they have another really great year like they've had the previous 3.
No, and then being the high-profile program as far as in the Southland, you guys are competing at the top almost every year. Is it important to set that goal to get back to the top this year?
It is. I mean, that's our expectation every year, is to be there in the end and have a chance to win this thing and go to the NCAA tournament. But it's one game at a time. We can't get wrapped up in seeing the end. Like, we've got to be one pitch at a time and understand we've got to go out there and we got to earn it every single day, every single pitch. And I think these guys are ready to do that. They know what it's like to be successful with the experience we have. They also know what it's like to struggle like last year. And I really think that is going to bring that hunger back and not want to feel the way they did last season and get back to where we want to be at the top.
Now, do you know who your ace will be already heading in?
Michaela will be on the mound first game up in Morrell against Southern Illinois Edwardsville. So we're really excited. We're going to get her out there. We may be limited on kind of seeing how many pitches she throws in a day. There's really not a limit right now on her from a doctor's point of view, but we also want to pace her, and we want to be smart about it to make sure that she's performing at her top level once conference play starts.
Now, Bouvier also injured in the offseason. She's coming back slowly. Are you going to work her in slowly? Is she going to pitch early on? Or
She's going to be back hopefully in our 3rd weekend out. And we'll continue to pace her early and get the innings that we can out of her. She's really, really important part of our program, and she's been an all-conference pitcher here. So she's definitely going to give us a shot in the arm when she gets back, and we just got to continue to pace them. Even though we want them out there on the mound throwing pitches and winning ball games for us, we've got to pace them because we've got to be playing our best when conference play starts and all the way through to the tournament.
What are a couple players that people may not know that could come on and be a surprise this year?
Well, I think one of the seniors that are kind of forgotten behind Kincaid Jones is Michaela Sorziat. She's really done a lot really good things here. She's a really powerful player, really consistent, and we need her to step up and have that year that she's has the potential of having. And then also we've got a few younger players that I feel like is going to do some really good things from South Louisiana. Haley Barbizon, Emma Hawthorne, and Adele Vincent. I think those guys are going to be in there, and it's going to be interesting to see how they mature over the season.
All right, thanks, Coach.